So, one industry goes to $300 million a year. Alright, so we have anyone want to do con subsequent? That means you are against the abolition of school-wide essays. Anybody besides Beyond here? Alright, Beyond, come up here.
Oh, wait,
Julia? Julia?
Whoa.
Come up here.
Julia is in the house. There you go, girl.
3 minutes.
Hi, for those of you guys who don't know me, my name's Julia, and I am for the school-wide essays. Yes, there are some people like the AP students who don't need it, and those people are amazing, and that's their skill set, I guess you could say. But there are students who I know who really do need the help, including myself in some ways. I know there's a lot of stuff that I can improve on the essays. And having a day to pick through one topic, to go through it and understand how I'm going to do an essay is pretty helpful for me. I mean, I know obviously we may not use these essays or use the writing in day-to-day life, but there are many jobs where you do have to write constantly. CEOs, letters, emails. If you're a secretary, yes, you have to write. Even lawyers, they have to do research and write things for what they have to say. There is no point in us abolishing something that will in turn help everyone at the school. Now for the people who don't see it as important, yes, they're not going to take it very seriously. But for the people who do see it as important and see that they have a better future and this will help them, it is very important to them. For me, I took it seriously. I talked about how, I know this is against the prompt, but I talked about how the prompt had no actual thing to do with us as students. But like, it's still helping us write. It's still learning how to write and how to better ourselves and how to get our points across, other than in speaking. Some people are good at speaking, some people are good at writing, and some people even another form of speech, music, stuff like that. But we all need to know how to write. It's a big part of our culture. So that's why I'm for the school-wide essays.
Do you yield your time to questions?
Yes, I yield my time to questions.
Okay, any questions for Julia?
Will you yield to a 2-part question?
Huh?
Will you yield to a 2-part question?
No, not from you, Avi.
Why?
Any other questions? Maybe a 1-part question, Avi?
Alright.
Hold on, a mature 1-part question.
Yes.
Yeah, it has to do with the statement that you made that I found
Alright, go ahead, Avi.
some way.
Go ahead.
Alright. So, can I give my 2-part? It's just easy this way.
Yes, Avi, go ahead.
Okay.
Chat me.
So, you said that you took the prompt seriously, right? How would you have taken the prompt seriously if you wrote something that was directly contradictory to what we were supposed to do in the prompt?
Because I'm still taking the essay seriously, and it had something to do with the prompt. My essay was about how the prompt had nothing to do with how students are in these times. Yes, Avi.
Have you ever written an essay before?
Yes.
That was actually graded?
Yes.
Wait, did you address the prompt?
This is a 5-part question.
Okay.
Quickly.
Okay. So when writing an essay, it doesn't directly address the prompt. What'd you get on that essay?
On the essay, I think I've written 2 essays about how the prompt has nothing to do with me or how I believe it.
There we go. Let's just
One
second?
Second.
And I got an A- on
No,
the essay.
Did you already suspended the rules? It's okay. Just.
I got an A- on the essay.
That's why you have minus.
Alright. There we go. Yeah, you're fine. Alright, so any pro speakers? So that you want to abolish the school-wide essay.
Dylan. And you can't have him go twice. But hey, John Abughattas.
John, get up here.
Bro.
Yeah, bro.
3 minutes.
Okay, I believe we should abolish these essays because they accomplish nothing. Let's look at the target audience for who they're for. They're for people who can't write. We are in high school and these people cannot write an essay. I'm not meaning to bag on you, but I mean get with the program. If you can't write an essay and you're in high school, you obviously do not care. Ignore that. obviously do not care about your future. So sitting you down and having you look at this essay for 6 hours isn't going to accomplish anything because, like we said, you're not going to care about it. You're going to get a 0 or a 1, which, like Sean said, that freshman algebra class, they all got 0s and 1s because they don't care. You know what they did with that 6 hours? They sat there and they played on their phones. They didn't take the essay seriously. And you know, in turn, they lost 6 hours of school. They lost 6 hours from their other classes. What's the point of that? It's just a complete waste of time, and we should get rid of it. I yield my time to the chair.
Questions? Yeah.
Go ahead.
You said that the people who, who take this essay and don't take it seriously, they don't, you said the people on like Algebra 1 who are doing well don't take the essay seriously. Why would they take class time seriously then?
Well, when they're in class and they have an instructor, they have someone telling them, hey, pay attention, we're doing this lesson. If you just give them an essay and say, be quiet, they're not going to look at it. They're going to pull out their phone, they're going to scribble down some garbage, and then that's going to be the end of that period.
Miranda?
Do you have any suggestions on how we can get these students who don't care to care about the essay?
Well, if they don't care, they don't care. I mean, we can't teach them if they're not willing to learn, so I don't see the point.
Alright. Con speaker, anybody? Anybody besides Leon? Con speaker, anyone want to be brave today?
I would like to say I'm proud of everyone who's come to speak subsequently. Make my heart cry.
Anyone from that table over there, huh? Have some opinions in your mind you want to talk about? Come on. We're all friendly folks, we don't fight. Come on.
What?
Alright, well, they're a motion to go back to the previous question then. Which means that they will close their arguments right now and they'll start off with con and with pro.
Do we have a motion?
Well, let's hear the motion to caucus, which means that we will take a break and we can talk amongst each other.
Motion to 5-minute caucus, second.
Second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say nay. Alright, ayes have it.
I'm against the abolition of the school-wide essays for the fact that I believe, because I've noticed myself when I was taking these, that there's others that really don't take it too serious. And I believe that we should reform it and that we should have teachers enforce this better than they do right now. Also changing the topics, because some of these topics are really silly and do not have us think critically, despite the fact that we can make them complex if we so desire. And I yield the rest of my question.
Alright. Do you have any questions for Adrian up here? Julia.
So if we were to change the prompt, what would you want the prompt to be?
It should be anything that is, I'd say that we should, to actually see how good they are at writing something, it should be like a free choice type prompt, but as long as it's like rational, as long as it has to do with something educational, not something, like something silly.
Alright, go ahead.
What's to stop somebody from taking a silly prompt from a free choice?
Maybe the teacher should review it and I don't know about you guys, but some of my teachers stamped every single time we finished a paragraph. And I don't know, they should skim it or something, make sure they're not saying anything stupid. It just takes you a couple seconds just to skim through the words.
Alright, any questions for Adrian?